I'm from Uganda, a country of 43 million people. Out of that 43 million, about 7 million are aged between the age of 15 and 24. Why is 15 to 24 important? This is what, according to the ILO, the International Labour Organization, is what we describe as youth. Now, out of Ugandan youth, the Uganda Bureau of Statistics estimates that 80% are currently unemployed. Think of this for a minute. 4 out of 5 young people on the cusp of their prime are without a job. Let's contrast this with Switzerland, for example. The figure is 2%. So we really need to rethink how we engage the youth in not only Ugandan, but all other emerging economies, particularly as we confront the challenges of the fourth industrial revolution. This means going beyond just thinking about the creation of jobs, which must be decent jobs, but actually finding ways to enable this young population to be active participants in their economies. My journey in the 3 years since I left Oxford as a Weidenfeld and Hoffmann scholar has me confronting these types of challenges on a daily basis. I'll just outline a couple of projects I've worked on, sort of try and address this problem. One of the investments I've been involved in is working on early childhood education in Ghana and in Uganda, trying to build up the cognitive skills of kindergarten-age children, but also importantly, preparing them for school. This means going from merely thinking of educational participation, but rather attainment. And this is building the human capital, thinking about the human capital for 15 years' time. Another investment I've been involved in is is based in Uganda, helping young people gain the business skills and workforce skills and entrepreneurial skills to be able to start their own businesses, which is actually in line with the business innovation session that was on earlier in this tent, trying to equip them with the skills that they need to be able to contribute to the economy. But it goes beyond merely investing in these innovations. We have to find ways to scale them up. There are a lot of good ideas, but they die a natural death. So how do we work with the Ghana Education Service? How do we work with the Ugandan government to try and change the curricula to make them relevant to businesses in the private sector? And that is a challenge we have. So what I'm saying here is that we need to tie quality education, gender equality, the poverty eradication with decent work and economic growth. All these things are intertwined, but we can't leave a generation of young people out of the job market. I just want to leave you with a final point. I personally have benefited from very good early childhood education and very good education throughout my life. But I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the support of the Weidenfeld and Hoffmann Trust and the leadership program. So I hope we can continue to support the trust to nurture the next generation of leaders. Thank you.